That's pretty impressive. And it's also shielding that much damage, so really very little chance for them to get a kill there. A little over-aggressive, and Karma's able to pick up the double kill. Even though they aren't farming really, because of all the kills and all these fights, they are pretty farmed. And so, because they have a lot of damage, Jarvan's one of the best characters in the game at tanking Baron. He does get the armor buff for his team, he does have a shield for himself. He's really great at tanking Baron. Amumu's great at taking Baron, and Vladimir is going to have to pull. He should be okay, but the bandage toss from Amumu, he's able to get in on them. He does pick up the ultimate, and they are able to get the kill onto Vladimir, and now Talon does go invisible, but they are chasing him down. Cataclysm is still up for Jarvan, he is not able to get in range. The ult from Caitlyn, getting very low, he's probably at a couple hundred health still though. The ultimate from Malzahar, not able to pick up the Warwick kill. Evelyn's very low, they're chasing her down, and Warwick actually was not able to get out. He probably stayed to attack Malzahar, so they were able to chase him down there. Trying to pick up the Talon kill here, but they should definitely push this tower and actually take Baron right now. You know, you've got Jarvan's great at killing Baron because he does have the tankiness, and then Amumu and Malzahar both have a lot of damage, and they have blue buffs, so they can just throw on all their damage. And then Karma has the shields as well. You have a fantastic Baron team. Take Baron. There's no one to stop you. Once you have Baron, this game's over, and you can just push down the inhibitors. Of course, they are going to ignore Baron, and Malzahar in a bad situation. He does flash out. He, might die. No, he is okay. The shield from Karma is able to get to him in time. Vladimir is going to pick this kill, most likely though, but he does not, and the shield from Karma, you know, because of how farmed she is from all these kills, is able to protect them, and Vladimir goes down very quickly. Stay and pick up the inhibitor now. You've got all this damage, but Caitlyn walking out, she started attacking Warwick under the tower and taking damage from that tower. Warwick does die as well, but Caitlyn does go down, and unfortunately that's a lot of their damage output. So rather than being able to take Baron or take the inhibitor, they are probably going to just back here. As we look at the items further, we see Malzahar is actually, really farmed. His CS isn't where you would like it to be, but it was among the highest in the game, which is, I guess, saying something. But because of all these kills, all these fights that are going Purple's way, he has, not only does he have that Rod of Ages from earlier, but now he has huge damage output. He has his Rabadon's Death Cap, and then he has the burst from Deathfire's Grasp. Then if you look at Jarvan, Jarvan's very tanky. They mostly have magic damage, so he really should have probably gotten the magic damage before the Randuins, or the MR, but before the Randuins. But he does have MR now, so he is going to be fairly tanky. Amumu is exceedingly tanky. He does have Banshee's Veil and Sunfires, and Caitlyn finally has her damage output with the Infinity Edge and the Zeal. Whereas if you look at the enemy team, Warwick still has the Madreds that he had 10 minutes ago, and in those 10 minutes, he has Berserker Greaves, and then the Cloak of Agility. It gives him Critical Strike. That's worthless. What does Cloak of Agility give you? Nothing. I'm guessing it's building towards Phantom Dancer, probably, but it really gives him no survivability, no damage output. It's really just an all-around worthless item for him to get. And Caitlyn should be getting this kill. That is a very easy kill. She really didn't need to use the ult. She could have attack Q'd. But you want to guarantee the kill, so that's fine. Get the ult. But so Warwick's basically worthless. Talon does have a decent amount of damage, and he's going to be close to Triforce. He's the most farmed in the game, from a CS standpoint. But because of all these unfortunate fights, unfortunately, Purple Team is far ahead. They are bottom. They do have 3 bottoms, so they are going to be able to get this free Baron here. And then they'll probably push to end the game. Vladimir still has no damage. He has 2 utility items, which, while they're both good items on Vladimir, Realize is definitely good, and Will of the Ancients is strong. They don't give you a lot of damage output, so you really need to think better about what you want to be hoping to contribute to the team, and they really need the damage from Vladimir. He's not going to be living long enough to get the lifesteal or to get the slow, so really just worthless items. Talon is getting in, does do a lot of damage to Caitlyn. Caitlyn is going to die very quickly. Really don't want to split up as a team like that. If you do, potentially this game could last for, a while longer and give blue an opportunity to come back. Continue with the items. Maokai, he has a decent amount of ability power. He has a lot of mana, but I don't know. Really nothing special about his items. If you want to go ability power, you could do better. Amumu is bursted down, but they are taking a lot of damage. Vladimir doing his damage. Amumu's going to go down, but Vladimir does die. Does Karma get the shield? She does barely get the shield onto Amumu, so Amumu lives, and they are also able to pick up Talon. So there's 4 people down. Maokai's the only one alive, and he might go down here, but they should really just ignore Maokai. Forget about him. Push down mid. And Maokai teleported onto a creep. Really just giving up. He knows this game's over. So they are going to push and probably win this. Really just poor item choices all around, you know, have kind of resulted in an easy loss. And poor item choices, poor decision making, unsuccessful farming, for a very easy win for purple. Didn't really have to even try that hard. It was just kind of team fight, so they kind of just fought and were able to pick up kills and fairly easy win, even though it took 35 minutes. They do get the mid inhibitor. They are going to pick up top inhibitor. Caitlyn is coming up. She should walk over and do this damage. I don't know why Amumu is ignoring the team, though. Talon jumping in on Karma. He is going to deal some damage. Warwick with the ult. Karma's definitely going to go down there. There's the kill on the Karma, but Talon goes down. There goes a lot of the damage. Warwick goes down. And Malzahar's just kind of hanging out on the side. Is he DC'd or is he talking to someone? I don't know. But they do have a couple of people down. Amumu did kill Evelyn bot. Evelyn and Vlad were actually ganking bot. But they should definitely push down the Nexus turrets here, and this should be good game. Caitlyn's just kind of hanging out, attacking the creeps, not really doing anything. Malzahar must have DC'd. No, he didn't DC. He's moving and talking. He's just hanging out. So, I don't know what's going on. They have the game, it's over, and they're just doing whatever. Hopefully they're planning, trying to be conservative, and they're going to recall, get some items, and then end it on this next push here. That's what I would hope is going to happen. I mean, this game is really over, so I mean, they should just push down and end this game. Not the best item build from Karma. She does have good cooldown reduction, which is good on Karma. She does have some good survivability, but, you know, not a lot of damage output. All of the items that she bought, and I'm assuming this is going to be a realize, are low damage items. So even though she's farmed, you know, beyond any normal comprehension for someone who has 68 CS, because she's not getting something like Rabadons or Zhonya's, or even she should be getting a Void Staff, though the enemy team doesn't have any magic resist either, so I guess she doesn't need a Void Staff. Really, the rule of thumb is Void Staff doesn't give you damage unless the enemy buys magic resist. Well, they have a ton of magic damage, but the enemy has no magic resist items, so I guess she doesn't need a Void Staff, but I still would have preferred, instead of Will of the Ancients, or Morello's Tome, or this Giant's Belt, getting a Rabadon's, and then just positioning yourself better for a little more survivability. They are pushing down bot. Evelyn is trying to backdoor mid, maybe. They are going to get a free inhibitor bot, and this should be game. They are going to push in. I would be very surprised for them not to end it here. They are going to engage, try and get a kill. Warwick does go down very quickly, and they are starting to attack these Nexus turrets, finally, so this will probably be GG, and Purple walks away with the win. Some decent play by Evelyn, or by Karma and Malzahar. Vladimir running into the enemy team, he does go down, and this will definitely be a good game. Even if they decide to stop attacking the towers at this point, the creeps know enough to do their job, you know, kind of end it for them. They pick up the kill on the Maokai. Talon runs out, but he'll get it back, and they are able to pick up the win. Some decent play by Karma and Malzahar, but really a game that was categorized by a number of mistakes.